Welcome to Unhinged and Bumbled Up, where you can
join serial dater Phil,
that's me, and dating detoxer Liz,
that's me. Welcome to the world of online dating.
What can you expect in the Unhinged and Bumbled Up podcast?
Dating do's, don'ts and disasters.
What we and our guests would gladly chuck in the 2020 dating bin to be gone forever.
What real people really think about those tricky dating dilemmas.
Awesome dating trivia. You'll never know when it'll come in handy for that pub quiz.
Top tips and tricks from our awesome guest experts who luckily know a little more about dating than we do.
So if you've ever had a dating disaster,
ignore the red
if your
flags.
dating life is less successful than Phil getting distracted by something in this episode, oh puppy,
then you're in the right place. Do we know what we're talking about? No! Our dating lives are both utter shite. So join us as we talk all things dating. The good, the bad, and the sorry, there's just no spark.
Hello, how you doing? How are you? What are you up to? I should really turn my phone on silent when I'm recording. Definitely should turn my phone on silent when recording. Welcome to Unhinged and Bumbled Up. I'm Phil, she's Liz. Liz? Hello? Liz, where are you? Like, hey. Wait there, because we seem to be missing a co-host. So give me 2 seconds. So, is this date, update? Yep. So, this week our schedules didn't quite align. So I said to Liz, I said, you know what? Take a break. I got this. I will do an episode all on my own. And I'm going to let you into a little secret. I'm scared. I'm scared. I've got nobody to rein me in. So maybe you guys should be a little bit scared as well. And I'm going to let you into a little secret. Another little secret. How many secrets am I letting you into today? Well, quite a lot. Well, on track, Phil. On track. So I recorded this episode already. And I'm going to turn my phone on to silent now because you guys do not need to hear that, do you? So the phone is on silent. Now, I recorded this episode already, and I didn't have the mic plugged in. So it recorded off my laptop, and I was wondering what this weird noise is, so I went to record and then realised that the mic wasn't plugged in. Great. So a full episode already recorded, and yeah, what else could go wrong? Well, stay tuned and listen in, because on today's episode... No, Phil, start with the accents. We are talking about the ABCs of dating terms. Now, anyone that I voice note and talk to quite regularly knows that I am like this all the time. I will do little jingles, little melodies and stuff like that. So, anyway, a fun fact for you. It's not a dating fact, and it might not be that fun. Fun. So, the alphabet. Did you know that the English alphabet, or any alphabet, I'm guessing, does not need to be in any order? So, as long as all 26 letters are there, it does not need to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, and so on. You know what I'm talking about. So, it could be random. Now, we are doing the ABCs of dating terms. Right, I'm going to start with A, but it's going to get all mixed up, it's going to get jumbled up. We're not going to get through it all because there are so many. But A is for algorithm, and any app out there has an algorithm. You have Tinder, which has the ELO algorithm, and it's a score. And how that one works is based on how much you have in your bio, whether you're being negative. It also works on if your main photo is a group photo, if you have sunglasses on your main photo, if you have a hat on your main photo, your ELO score will go down. Now, I don't know too much into it. So if you're on Tinder, I'm not. I was banned, as you all know, unless you haven't listened to the Abby Does Dating Devil Dicks episode. And if you haven't, then I suggest you go back and give it a listen. And then you'll find out the reason why I was banned on Tinder. But if you still are on Tinder, like many people are, then Google ELO score, because you'll then see whereabouts you're going wrong. Because the ELO score, if your score is low, it will show you to less people. You won't get seen by many people, and you will be right down there at the bottom. And that's not good for anyone that's trying to find people, is it? Because you won't match with anybody. Now, algorithms and Hinge. Now, I need to thank the women at Love Bites podcast, Laura and Fee, for this one, because they mentioned that on their episode about the Hinge algorithm. And if you don't listen to Love Bites podcast, give it a listen. Like, do it. Because it's amazing. I love my Wednesdays listening to that. But little warning right here. Do not listen to it in a service station car park. Because many times I've made this mistake. And the content is... It's everything that people didn't tell you about dating. It's got a lot of vaginas in there, waxing, anal, everything like that. So, yeah, when I was sat there, and it always seems to be the old couple that sat next to me, and I'm like, not realising, and then all of a sudden it comes up about anal bleaching, and I look over, you know when you know that somebody's looking at you, and I see them looking in disgust at me. Yeah, so listen to it with headphones on, or listen to it when nobody's around. Because it might get you into trouble, especially if you listen to it at work. So, about the Hinge algorithm, and this is going to happen many times where I go off on a tangent and talk about something else, but just bear with me. So, the Hinge algorithm. So, brand new to Hinge. And you're asking yourself, why am I seeing people with the same colour eyes as me? Why am I seeing people with the same colour hair as me? Why am I seeing people with the same ethnicity as me? That's because Hinge looks at you and goes, they want someone that looks like them. We don't all want someone that looks like us, do we now? So, the way around this is, when you match with someone that you find attractive, even if you're chatting to them, or even if it's not going so great, as long as you've got that message in your inbox, go in there, you will see a point where it says, we have met. Now, it doesn't matter whether you've met them or not, because they don't get told whether you've met them or not, whether you've clicked that or not. And what that does is, I like this person, I don't like this person. Now, if you click on I like this person, it will show you more of this person. You will see more people that look like this person. So, same hair colour, same eye colour, same kind of looks going on. Very, very clever. If you press I don't like this person, then what it does is it shows you less people that look like them. And that's how the algorithm works. It also works on the basis of who you start matching with. It goes, oh, yeah. And they're all really clever. They are all really clever. But this is why you have to be really sure on who you swipe right for or who you like, because it will start showing you more of those people. So, don't just suicide swipe, as I heard before, where someone just swipes right on everyone to try and get a match. Because what that does is that takes your ELO score down on Tinder, and it probably affects your Bumble as well. And you will be getting all types of people up there, but you probably won't be appearing on there, so you're not going to get a match. So there we go. So, what's next? What's next? Shall we go for breadcrumbing? Now, breadcrumbing is really known well on this show because we have talked about it. And Liz has even got someone on her phone called Breadcrumb James. So, yeah, if you haven't heard about breadcrumbing already, then, like I say, listen back, because it'll explain it more. But breadcrumbing is really where someone Hansel and Gretel you. They leave you a little trail to follow. But they're probably running at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So you're picking up a breadcrumb, eating it, and then you're walking along, picking up another. So it's basically when they text you just to keep you interested, just to keep you there, but not quite close enough to actually for it to come to something, but close enough so you don't run away. Now, with breadcrumbing, what I say is if someone isn't putting in the same amount of energy to you, what you're putting into them, then it's an instant see you later, adios, there's the door, don't let it hit you on the way out, kind of thing. Because nobody wants that. Nobody wants that at all, do they? So, next up, we've got benching. Now, benching is somebody that does not want to commit to a relationship. So what they will do, they will put you on the bench, keep talking to you, keep giving you that motivational speech, but they're probably out dating other people at the same time. So you are benched until they call you up for the game, until you're go in, score that winning goal. Well, no, you don't get benched. You get subbed in football or soccer. So basketball, until they call you up to take that winning shot and you get a chance. Now again, do you really want to be benched? Like somebody, when you start talking to them, you're meant to have that like, yeah, I want to get to know them. I'm excited. I'm happy. And they should have that too. So why should you be benched? What have you done to sit on that bench? And do you really want to be playing for this team? The guy that benches you all the time? Or do you want to go play for a team that you are on in the game all the time? Now, as you can tell, sport is not my strong point. Sport is definitely not my strong point, but we shall carry on. Now, we are going to go do a little bit of fishing. So I hope you have your rods ready, your nets, or whatever, because we are about to catch some amazing, not so rare type of fish. So, let's start with the catfish. What's a catfish? Well, if you don't know, then where have you been? Because literally, I'm sure Catfish the TV show and the movie have been out for so many years that unless you've never ever watched TV in your life, you know what it is, right? But people often get this confused with catfishing. I'm going to tell you why. Catfishing is when the person in the photos is not the person that's writing the messages or behind the screen. No, often people use fake photos. Now, off on the tangent again. Welcome aboard. Here we go. So, I've been catfished once before. What happened is, I've been talking to this girl for a while and we decided it's time to meet. So I went to a pub, stood outside, and then all of a sudden got a tap on my shoulder. Now, can I remind you, this was quite a long time ago, and I may have been a bit of a dick, so this is a pre-warning. No, I was a dick, and I apologise for being a dick. It was just in the heat of the moment, something that I said, and I apologise. I'm sorry. So we will carry on. And she says, "Hi, Phil." And I says, "I'm sorry, but do I know you?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm so-and-so." And I looked and I was like, "No, you're not." And she was like, "Oh, it's my friend's photo that I used. It's my friend's photo." I was just like, okay. Do you still want to go on a date? Because obviously you like me for me. You like my personality. You like this. You like that. And she was attractive. Okay, she was attractive. But I turned around and said no. And she said, "Why? Why don't you want to go on a date with me? We get on so well. Because you lied to me from the start. Get my words in. And, you know, if anything was going to come to this, you can't base something or a relationship on something that started with a lie. And she looked and she was like, oh, okay. And as she walked off, warning, this is where I was a dick. I apologize. Sorry, do not send me hate mail. It was a long time ago. I've changed. I shouted her and I said, is your friend single? Oh, right, we're going to go more fishing. We're going to move away from that one quickly. So, next we're going to go to kitten fishing. Now, this commonly gets confused with catfishing. Why? Because there was never a word for it back then, so everyone put everything under catfishing. But what kitten fishing is when someone uses a photo from many years ago, you know, could be many, many years ago, some cases 30 years ago. I mean, nobody wants to see a photo of me on a dating profile 30 years ago, because I would have been 4, and that leads us back to, don't put children on profiles. Your children, anyone's children, because no. And if you got your Instagram linked, your photos of your children or children that you've been with, like, that you know, whether they're nieces, nephews, they will be on your profile. So just be wary of this, because we don't know who's on the internet. And your children, your nieces, nephews, whoever, they did not ask to be on a dating profile. Nuh-uh. So, it's also photos that are photoshopped slightly, or, you know, filters on them, the dog ear filters. I've really wanted to go on a date with someone with dog ear filters, just to turn around and go, where's your ears? Where's that wet nose? Where's that tongue? Because no. Right, let's stay away from the filters. Let's stay away from old photos, because eventually you're going to meet this person, if that's your intention to meet somebody, and you need to look like you look. Okay? So, yeah, let's stop with the filters. Come on, and the old photos, because we're better than that, aren't we? We are better than that. So, there's a fish right here that I really don't want to catch. I really, really, really don't want to catch. And it's called cockfishing. Now, just put it up into the boat. Now, penises are not attractive. Like, literally, they are not attractive at all. And I believe that everybody will agree that that penises aren't attractive. Like, no. So, it's bad enough sending unsolicited dick pics of your own dick. But sending unsolicited dick pics of someone else's dick that you found online, that is even worse. Like, can you imagine if for some reason it worked? Because dick pics don't work. Sending unsolicited dick pics is wrong, and it does not work. The women out there, or whoever you send them to, do not open it and go, oh my God, Stephen. It might not be Stephen. Sorry to Stevens. I think we've mentioned his name before. So I really, really apologize, Stephen. So they're not like, oh my God, Stephen, your dick is amazing. Like, let me come over there right now. Because in the history of history, before time, the first message being an unsolicited dick pic, or the second, or whatever, has never, ever, ever led to somebody running around to your house and wanting to have sex with you. Hopefully that makes it clear for everyone out there. Now, yeah, unsolicited dick pics. No. Cockfishing? No. Like, it's also taking it like photoshopping. Because even if, let's use our imagination, and we are really using our imagination here. You decide to meet this person, and things get really intimate. going great. All of a sudden, the underwear comes off. You grab your phone, look at it, and you're like, no, that is not what you sent me. Definitely not. How is that going to turn out? Like, how is it going to turn out? So think about it. Don't send unsolicited dick pics. And even if the pictures, because let's face it, sometimes you both give consent and you both go, yeah, we'll swap photos. You swap photos. And so don't cockfish on that. Because, no, you know what's going to happen. You do know what's going to happen. Deep down, you know what's going to happen. So don't do it. No unsolicited dick pics and no cockfishing. Now, I think we've spent enough time fishing, and I've never done it before, but I've caught a catfish, a kittenfish, and a cockfish. And to be honest, I am sick of fishing. So, where are we going to go next? Well, here's a little note from Liz. Just so you don't feel lonely and don't mess up too much, I have spoken to some of our friends that we know to leave their favourite voice, leave a voice note of their favourite or least favourite dating terms. Oh, isn't that kind of her? She thought about me because she thought he's not going to be able to do this all on his own, or people aren't going to want to listen to his voice for all this time. So, who have we got first up? Well, first up, we have Emma from Chemistry. And Emma's going to explain how chemistry is spelt. It's not CH. So, here we go, Emma. So, what is your favourite dating term? Let me know right now.
Hi, I'm Emma from Chemistry, which is chemistry spelt with a Q instead of a CH. And my favourite dating term is chirpsing. So chirpsing is when you're chatting someone up, you're flirting with them, you're being a bit charming, and the term can even be used to cover the period of kind of early stage checking up. Someone can actually even be referred to as your chirps.
Thank you, Emma. That was amazing. And thank you, Liz, for getting all these people on. So I wasn't all alone. I've just finished recording the live with Joe Westwood from the last episode that we did together. We answered a few questions there. So if you haven't checked that out, go to our Instagram, Unhinged and Bumbled Up. And yeah, have a watch of that. But here we are, back to the ABCs. Easy as what? Am I allowed to sing that? Am I? We're going to get in trouble for that? Who knows? Ay. Oh, right. Let's get back. And shall we go with a bit of zombieing? What? Well, we all know what ghosting is. We'll go for the paranormal, right? Let's go for the paranormal. Let's make this section a little bit... Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters! That's two things that we might get done for. Oh, this really might be our last episode. Who knows? So, we are into the paranormal world. We are into that strange area. Now, I did say zombieing, but we'll start with ghosting. So, ghosting. What is ghosting? So you're there, chatting away, everything seems to be going great, then all of a sudden, they don't reply. They have disappeared. They have unmatched you. They have blocked you on WhatsApp, Instagram, everything else out there. Oh no. You have just been ghosted. What to do? Well, move on. Because they showed you the door. And bye. You may have not even done anything wrong. It may just be them their time. They're like, oh yeah, let's go. And rather than being a genuine, honest, nice person about it, they decided not to say anything and see you later. Adios. Not the way to go. Not the way to go. Ghosting hurts. Especially if you spend quite a lot of time getting to know that person and then all of a sudden they vanish like they have died. But move on. Like, seriously, don't waste your time over people that have ghosted you, because if they can do that, yeah. Now, after you've been ghosted, you may have a bit of haunting. What is haunting? Well, especially if they've got your social media, where all of a sudden you're having a great day, you've posted a few stories, you've gone to check who's looked at them or who's liked your post that you've put up, and because it's absolutely amazing. And there you go. The person that ghosted you is liking your photos, your posts, or they're just watching your stories from the background. Really, really, really creepy. Like, you know what? If you ghosted someone, just go, disappear. You don't have to look at what they're doing. You don't have to carry on, okay? At all. Just, if you didn't have the decency to say, adios, hasta luego, see you later, because this isn't working, because ... then you have no right in looking at that story. You have no right in looking at their post, because you're not a very nice person. So, bye. So, sticking with the paranormal world, we go to zombieing. Think The Walking Dead. Think Day of the Dead. Think every other zombie film. And what have they all got in common? That person that died comes back. And that's what zombieing is. So it's where the person that ghosts you comes back like nothing has happened. Everything's all okay. Hi, how are you? Are we still going on that date that we planned 5 months ago? Yeah. And then you're like, yeah, you get talking if you fall into that trap of zombieing. And they ghost you again. Like, seriously? We do need the Ghostbusters up in here. We do. So, yeah. We also have a bit gentler form of ghosting. So, soft ghosting. So, soft ghosting is really infuriating, because it's the simple liking of your text instead of replying. So, the thumbs up, the more thumbs up. Like, so, on Messenger, or the love hearts on Instagram. Hi, yeah, it's just basically like, and then like, and you're getting nothing from them. So they're still there, but they're not quite ready to ghost properly yet. They, oh yeah. And then, do you know what? I think it's about time that we have somebody else. So, this time we have Sheila from BBE London, which is a podcast management company, and Sheila is amazing. I chat to her quite a lot about loads of different things. She has a studio in London opening up soon, and she also has an event later on this year that we get to be a part of. So, yeah, excited much. Very, very, very. So, Sheila, tell me right now, what is your worst dating term around dating? It could be anything. Let me know right now and let everybody else know.
Hey Phil, so this is so weird that this is such a weird coincidence that it just so happens that my least favorite, it's not so much more of a term, but I guess you can kind of say it as a term. It starts with my first name, or it has an app that starts with my first name, S. So a lot of guys over here in London, particularly millennials, are they millennials? Well, yeah, I guess. I'm 26, so anybody within that realm, they love going, oh, let me have your Snapchat. Let me get your Snapchat. And I absolutely hate, like with a capital HATE with 5,000 exclamation marks. I absolutely hate it because it just goes to show like how unserious somebody is. And I guess that's a good way of kind of saving time and also filtering through, red flags. But it's honestly something that I absolutely hate because it's like you didn't even bother to ask for my number. Like I have an actual number, Mr. Man, sir. I have. And I just find it so irritating that somebody can ask you for your Snapchat, but then they won't ask you for your number. And I think a lot of people have attributed, if somebody asks you for your Snapchat, it means that you're either going to be a side chick or that they're not going to take you serious at all. But yeah, the whole, let me have your Snapchat. Oh my God, it just, every time I hear it, I just roll my eyes into oblivion and I just walk away because I honestly do not have the time to get into the semantics of why I hate it. So yeah, I guess my most favorite term, I don't actually have a favorite term. Gosh, have I been off the scene for that long? I don't have a favorite term. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, just my least favorite, I think. Yeah, I hope that helps.
Thank you, Sheila. That was amazing. Like, seriously, give someone your number rather than asking for Snapchat. Like, what? That is... No. No. So, now we're going to move on to acronyms. And we'll start off with an easy one. AF. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of time to think and shout at your radio or your phone, wherever you are. I want you to shout these answers. And if you get into trouble for it, please don't blame me. Please don't say, Phil made me do it. Technically, I did, but I can't make you do anything. So let's go for AF. What do you think AF is? Shout it at whatever you're listening to right now, like I can hear you, even though I can't because this is not live. So AF is as fuck. Like, I'm single as fuck. I'm dumped as fuck. AF. That's old school. Now, moving on. FBO. Now, I don't think this is as much anymore as it was when this app was popular, but FBO, come on, put your guesses in right now. And if you're listening to this and you want to quickly DM me, as long as it's safe to do so, DM me what you think these acronyms mean, because we're playing a little game here, and because I can't ask Liz because she's not here, I need to ask somebody, and that somebody is you. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is making it Facebook official. Remember those days? Remember those days where you weren't in a relationship if it wasn't Facebook official? Like, does anybody do that anymore? I don't know. Like, let me know. Let me know if you're in a relationship and you are Facebook official. And what was your reaction when you became Facebook official? Did you get a lot of people unfriend you? Like, yeah. Weird. Okay, so next we are going for IRL. And like I say, again, drop me a message or just shout wherever you are. Even if you're in Sainsbury's, which for everyone listening that's not in the UK, Sainsbury's is a supermarket. Yeah. Sainsbury's, Asda, Lidl, Walmart, Target, wherever you are right now, shout out at the top of your lungs what IRL means. Yeah, I heard that. It means in real life. So, everything is so virtual these days. Everything is so online. Let's make things in real life. Let's go on this date in real life. When you meet somebody in real life, that is what IRL means. So, we have FWB. 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 No matter how many times I say it, it's the acronym for the same thing, which is Friends with Benefits. Hopefully, if you're driving along in your car, you've just got some looks. Like, what is this person listening to? It's Unhinged and Bumbled Up. For anybody that doesn't know, that's listening. Free promotion. Why can't I go for it? So, it means friends with benefits. So, the issue here is friends with benefits, great. Yeah? But what tends to happen most of the time is somebody out there gets feelings. And the feelings grow. Because why wouldn't you? You are having sex with somebody who you're friends with that you're getting very intimate with. And I think you just need to set the ground rules. And as we always say on this show, follow the free rules and you can do whatever you like as long as it's legal and you don't hurt anybody. So, everyone, number one, everybody involved is happy. Number two, everybody involved gives consent. And number three, everybody involved knows the potential outcome of the relationship. So if it's friends with benefits, there is no other outcome than friends with benefits. That is just casual. Casual. It's not going to go anywhere else. And that's what you need to know. If somebody comes along and says, I want a relationship and that's what I'm looking for, then that is the potential outcome. It's not necessarily going to become a relationship with the person who you're dating, but it is the potential outcome. So, that is that. So if somebody says something to you, listen to it, because that is what they want, and communication is key. If it isn't what you want, tell them. And that is that. It's done, over and dusted, done with, because if you both want different things, no, you go that way, they go that way, they go be casual with someone, you go have a relationship with someone, you be casual with someone, they go have a relationship with someone, whatever they want, because you're not in the right periods of time, like placing time for each other, and you may not want that, they may not want that. So there's no point in waiting around, because it may never happen, they may always want casual, they may be waiting on somebody to come along and want to be in a relationship with. But hey, you know, it is what it is. So the final one is DTR. I had to. What do you think DTR means, everyone? Tell me right now. And I'm expecting my DMs to blow up on Monday, and then I can know if people have listened. DTR is define the relationship. And so before my last relationship, this was quite simple. Because what I found is you were dating someone, and then you were either in a relationship or you weren't. But you had to do that whole thing of, hi, yeah, would you be my girlfriend? Would you be my boyfriend? Would you be my partner? And you know what? Nobody could say that at all without sounding like a teenager. No matter what way, you could get James Earl Jones, the voice of Mufasa, and Darth Vader. You could get him to say it, and it would still sound like a really, really teenage thing to say. Nowadays, now I may be wrong with this because I am old AF. Well, in my head I am anyway. I'm not down with the lingo. I may seem it, but I've got help from a few websites. So, the problem is, you have dating, you have exclusive, you have seeing. Do you have exclusive still? Then you have a relationship, and then you have this, then you have that, then you have this, then you have that. And it is really confusing. So define the relationship. When you get a point where you think, where is this going? Let's DTR this motherfucker. Because we want to know what's happening. I'm not talking about after date 1 or 2 or anything like that. I'm talking about like a bit down the line where you want to know. So because I thought everybody would be tired of hearing my voice, we split this into 2 episodes. Well, I did because I thought, hey, might as well. It will take our total up to 21 episodes, but it's 2021, so hey, why not? If you enjoyed this episode and want to listen to me ramble on more and see how much I can go off on a tangent and not talk about anything remotely to do with dating, then join us on the next episode. If you just leave this rolling, it'll go on to the next one. Yeah. Enjoy episode... Oh, what episodes are we on? This will be 16. The next episode will be 17. So I hope you've enjoyed and listen to the next one. Thank you.